Hello. Welcome back to an episode of Galactic Science. This is not being live streamed, but it was brought to my attention that I may not have covered everything in the base properly on the live stream, though I thought I had, but just making sure and double checking and whatnot, and wanting to make sure everything is understood with this base layout before we continue with the regular episodes. This entire thing is running off of methyl methylcrylate, which is CH3C2O2. And those methyl methylcrylates, as you can see here, generates 57,000 RF at 20 RF per tick in the Stirling generators. So that's what this large array of Stirling generators is for, and they are being piped in, the methyl methylcrylate are being piped in by the transfer pipes, which is part of extra utilities, along with this transfer node. There's 64 in there right now. Got some speed upgrades. I could add more in there, but I decided not to because this is honestly fast enough. I also did a breadth first search, so it'll do left and right a bit quicker than trying to like go to this one and then finding it and then resetting it and then doing that one again and then repeatedly until it goes to the next one to fill it up. It'll try to round robin it a bit better without actually using the round robin means to do it. These two chemical synthesizers are hooked up via aluminum wire to the Stirling generators in the back here, along with this basic capacitor bank that is entirely the length of that. This is, I think, 3, 6. This is 10 wide for a basic capacitor bank, so there's 20 generators as well. If you're wondering. These two chemical synthesizers are responsible for generating the methyl methylcrylate here. The first one generates the methyl ion, which is at CH3 in the methyl methylcrylate formula that we looked at. That is literally just a CH3 into this, and this one is actually composing those methyl ions along with the C2O2 into the methyl methylcrylate. So this is requesting methyl ions from this chemical synthesizer, as well as the carbon and oxygen from over here. This one is requesting the carbon and hydrogen from over here. And this request, the request is being done by a module stock of a relocator. On both of these, I have the formula in here. I believe I increased this one by double so it wouldn't jam up. Yeah. Yeah, I did double this up so it wouldn't jam up. So I actually have 644 in here instead of the 322. For this one, I just have the 3 and the 1. I haven't had this one jam up on me at all. I have had this one jam up on me, though, because of the methyl ions. When they come out of the bottom of this, through a module extraction chip, they have nowhere to go in the sense of getting all of them it needs. By the way, the blinking, my apologies for that. It did something with the mod, I have no idea. The 3 barrels I have here for carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen also have extractor chips on them, the module extractions. I would avoid using module blocked extraction because then the items, once they come out, cannot go back in and you'll have a lot of jamming up in the system. But this entire array of barrels contains all of the items that can be obtained from decomposing decomposing the one stuff. The one stuff. I am having a brain fart on what the hell it is. Stone? Cobblestone. It's cobblestone. It can decompose cobblestone as well as grass and whatnot. I had set these up, set 2 of these up, and you should have seen this one being added at the end of the last little bit of videos I had recorded with Tate. This here is an sorting diamond chest, along with these being sorting barrels, so anything that goes into this diamond chest gets put into these automatically. If there is not a spot for a barrel here for this stuff, it stays in this chest, and I'm abusing this mechanic to keep materials that are yet to be decomposed, like the cellulose here, which is C6H10O5, which we're getting from decomposing the oak wood, which is all that's needed to make the methylcrylate, by the way, and power all this up. So if you had a tree farm that was automated with this, you could automate this entire thing and forget about it completely. but I opted for the manual insertion of oak wood. From here, though, you put the oak wood in the oak saplings, whatever you want to decompose. It will go out and send it to these here through a module extraction on the side. Again, not blocked. On the side of the diamond chest, a module extraction on both of these on the bottom. Nothing on the sides or the top. No references, because if the item doesn't fit in here to begin with for decomposition, like you will never find hydrogen in the top of this because you can't decompose hydrogen any further. It's not a compound element or compound molecules. The terminology I'm looking for, like the cellulose is. So I don't ever have to worry about that. It will only ever receive items that it can decompose. Whatever comes out the bottom through those extractors back into the chest. And if there is room, if there is room in this to send out, it will try to pull out from this diamond chest into any of these. The reason you don't want to use blocked extraction on this chest or anywhere else in this setup is because if you use a blocked extraction, you would have to have another pipe for the input items, and you would end up with this loop of pipes. Like if I had one right here, this was blocked, this would constantly try to pull out items and put them back into the chest because it would be a loop. That's why we do not do this. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to go over. Not entirely, not for that system at least. Over here we have the sifting system. Uses through 8 automatic sieves. These are getting powered from these Stirling generators over here through this aluminum wire all the way over into the back. On the top we have relocator pipes. By the way, those are relocator pipes over there except for these, as I had mentioned. The relocator pipes are trying to insert items into the sieves, and again, just like the decomposers over there, they only accept certain item types, so you don't have to specify what kind of items to filter into them. If it can fit in there, it'll go into there, otherwise it will not. So yeah, put any moon rock or moon dirt or whatever into the diamond chest I have here. It will go into the sieves, start sieving out, and the output will be taken out from the bottom through these module extractions, and then immediately put into the diamond chest. Whatever's in the diamond chest that does not belong into that, but can be put into these barrels, it will take it out and send it down that pipe, and I have a bunch of pipes in the back running to all these barrels. And it will store it for us at a later date. Otherwise, if it matches one of the criteria for the module stocks on these, so it doesn't spam everything in it. As you can see here, I have all of the broken variants as well as stone, regular stone in here, set up to module stock it here. That is for making all of the gravel components as well as cobblestone. It'll autocraft those and send those out. Now do keep in mind, all of these down here are module blocked extractions. The reason for this is because if I had anything coming out of one of these, it could go into the next machine over. I had that issue, I believe, with these crafters when I was first setting this up. But yeah, so the first one does the gravel. The automatic hammer here actually takes that gravel, one of each, and throws it into the automatic hammer so you can break it down and then put that back into the diamond chest. This next one then takes the crushed as well as limestone stone. Limestone stone is indeed what it's called, it's weird. And does the sand conversion along with the limestone. Same thing, gets sent out, puts it into the chest. This automatic hammer will take all that sand that this makes and then break it down again into the powdered blank ore, the blank being whatever type of ore it is. From there, this one takes that ore and turns it into dust. This also takes the marble stone and turns it into marble and sends it back off to the diamond chest. This last electric furnace isn't set up, and I was talking about Tate about this. You could take the dust here and then put that in here for a stock, and it'll send it out automatically. Send it in there and automatically smelt it on up if you so desired. That is also an option that you could do. That's what this original purpose was for this electric furnace, but I decided not to do that just yet and have been keeping it in dust form in here. for the time being. Is there anything else I need to go over? Carpenter's garage doors, by the way, are fairly easy to make. There's a chest shaped of carpenter blocks, and that just takes some planks. The future blocks on it are a bit different, but again, future blocks, if you want to look those up. I think that is everything, though, on how this base is set up. Hope you guys are enjoying the series thus far, and taking a different approach of the series of like not cutting anything out, literally showing everything. I don't think I've cut out anything this far outside of maybe a few minutes at the start where me and Tate are still setting up and whatnot and stuff like that, but not really working anything on the pack. Yeah, I think that'll be it. I don't think there's anything else for me to really go over. I am in creative mode, by the way, as well as the daylight cycle has been stopped, just for me to make this video so I don't have to worry about trying to hop around here and whatnot, to show off all the different components and things like that, as well as I don't have to worry about the oxygen levels decreasing and using up more power from the star. I also don't use any of the, well, I suppose nighttime light, going over this video as well. Essentially preserving what we have before I even recorded, as much as possible anyway. But yeah, if you have any questions about this base, feel free to leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer anything that you may have. I need to head back in here though and actually put a few items back where they belong, like I found them, because this is where I logged off last and that's the way it was closed up. Yeah, that'll be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next episode, guys, take it easy.